Okay, thank you very much for the introduction. And I'm Kimiaki Washino from DENSE Ltd. And we are actually a spin-off company from Osaka University. And the issues we are trying to address is the powder-related problems. Okay? And powder is indispensable in industries, and at the same time, it is a troublemaker. It is a headache. The powder handling is an absolute cornerstone of the SDGs. You know, the more than 50% of industrial products are made of powder, or take a form of powder in the manufacturing processes, and therefore about 10% of the total energy consumption in the world is related to powder. Okay? You can think of many industries in here which are closely related to the sustainable goals, okay, sustainable development goals in terms of like energy and the food and health and well-being and also innovation and infrastructure. They all are related to particles and powders. Okay. So powders are very important in this industry, but it is a troublemaker, as I mentioned earlier. And in many processes, the powder is still handled based on trial and errors. Okay? And that is because multiple physical factors are interrelated, and micro-level particle like properties like size, shape, cohesiveness, and everything can actually influence the macroscopic phenomena, macroscopic behavior of powder. Okay? So even slight differences in the conditions of the particles or condition of the operations can have a huge impact on the overall behavior. So for example, here is like a dry particle which are mixed in a mixer, in a coffee grinder, but there's a small amount of liquid added to the particles and then they stick to each other, they behave completely differently, right? So that's why it is very difficult to handle, very difficult to predict how it's gonna happen, okay? So as someone who are working in the Osaka University and as an academia, right? Then I got many like people from the many various companies, various industries coming to us and they're asking for help or consultation. Okay? That is how that is a big motivation for us to start this company to solve the problems related to particles and powders. Okay? And how we solve the problems, we use computer simulation. Okay? Computer simulation is a very powerful tool for understanding the phenomena and also optimizing processes. Okay? So it can be used to reduce the cost of the like a process optimization, like the optimization of configuration and the conditions, okay, drastically. And also, if there are some problems in the process, then we can use simulation to help understand why there's a problem, what's going on, right? So we can use simulation to identify the causes and also the proposed solutions. Okay? So it's very useful, but still we have some challenges in utilizing powder simulation in industry. Okay? So let's imagine you're working in a company and if you want to perform simulations, okay? What do you have to do? First, you have to buy software license, which is very expensive, usually like millions of yens per year. Okay? Depending on how many licenses you want, you have to pay more if you need multiple licenses, of course. And the powder simulation is very like, computer intensive. So you usually need high performance computers. You cannot just run simulation on the laptop, on your own laptop. You need high performance computer which allows you to do the parallel computations, okay? Which is very expensive. And then we get, once you get all the environment, computer environment sorted, then you have to set up models, okay? And then run simulation, you get the result, you have to analyze. Okay? And all these require very advanced know-hows and also knowledge about particle technologies. Okay? So that is a challenge, and this actually prevents the simulation to be used in companies. Okay? And we try to provide a quality granular simulation technology designed by us professionals through cloud computing. Okay? So what we want to achieve, here we first make software, okay, and then implement in the cloud system. and allow the users to access and then run their own simulations. As simple as this. Okay. Right. So this is a business. It's a B2B business. And what we want to ultimately achieve is to optimize all powder-related processes by utilizing science-based knowledge. And we want to help create a sustainable and safe and also secure society by using simulations. Okay? And there are 4 services which we are currently providing. The one is the consultation. 2 is the contract analysis. And 3 is the cloud service, and 4 is the digital twins. Okay? Let me talk a bit more about this 3 and 4 in here. So this cloud service business is to provide hardware and also software on a pay-per-use basis, pay-as-you-go, pay-per-use, okay, through the web. Okay? So here you see this like a diagram in here to explain the concept. Okay? And the benefits for the users, we can lower the initial cost. You don't have to pay the annual license at all. You just access there and then pay as much as you use. Okay? So it's very easy to use. It's very cheap in that sense. Okay? And it can be accessed from anywhere, virtually anywhere in the world. Okay? Because it's a cloud system, we use the AWS, by the way, Amazon AWS. Right. This digital twin business, we create virtual powder manufacturing equipment, which is actually produced by the companies. Okay? So let's say here, this is the equipment produced by the manufacturers. We create a virtual copy of this and put it in the Amazon AWS cloud. Okay? So the people who is actually using this equipment can just go there and run simulation and do some analysis. Okay? It's very easy to use. In that sense, they don't have to develop a model. They don't have to set up simulations. It's just there. You just go there and use it. Right. And for this, we need all the detailed geometries and the conditions of these equipment, right? So we have this partnership with all these powder equipment manufacturing companies. Okay? And then currently trying to build these models. I have to admit, this business is not there yet. We are still under development, but we are trying to we are working hard and try to make it happen in the near future. Okay? Right. Right. So there are 3 strengths in DENSE. So one is the world's most cutting-edge powder analysis technology in here. The second is the automatic creation system of the simulation environment on the cloud. And third is this alliance with the leading powder equipment manufacturers in Japan and mainly in the Kansai region at the moment. Okay? So we are helping the Kansai business and the Kansai economy, I believe. Right. So these are some examples of the our simulation models, which are developed in Osaka University in a research group, and then they are available in DENSE software. Okay? And then these simulations you cannot achieve in any software in the competitors at the moment. Okay, so they are very unique, and only us can do these simulations at the moment. Right, and finally, let me talk a bit about our teams. Here, the CEO is Wakamatsu, which is sitting over there, and Dr. Tsuji is actually CTO of a company and currently working as an associate professor in Osaka University. Myself, Washino, is a CIO of DENSE, and I will also work as a senior lecturer in Osaka University. Okay, so it's an academic-based company. Right? Right, that's it. Thank you very much for your attention, and if there's any question, I'm happy to help, happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Washino.